Is the Huawei P30 all that and more? Hi, I'm Ryan and welcome to Addictions. Well, when you consider the specs on paper, I must admit, the P30 offers a very compelling list. Being the latest Huawei device on the market, after following the very successful Mate 20 Pro, you would expect that the P30 Pro follows in its footsteps. Well, it does share some similarities. It has Huawei's latest Kirin 980 processor, an in-screen fingerprint scanner, as well as 4200 mAh batteries. I'm not going to name drop items on a spec list to make you fall asleep. What I do want to get into is the usability of this device from a day-to-day perspective. One item that I feel I need to mull over is of course the screen. In a world where we are trying to squeeze more pixels and detail into a tiny screen, Huawei has gone the opposite direction. They fitted a 1080p panel. The screen itself, the benefit of a 1080p screen is that it offers better efficiency and it's not as draining on the battery, so therefore giving you a longer usage of the phone on a daily basis. The place where the screen does fall flat, however, is if you do compare it to something hand in hand next to a device with a better resolution. Then of course you can see the difference. On a day-to-day use, you're not going to see any difference. So it is, in my opinion, a big positive from Huawei. They're giving you better performance for a very small compromise. What I can say is the 6.4-inch display on this phone is large enough and colorful enough so that you can enjoy enough video content. Now, I personally have been using the Huawei P30 Pro for the last 2 weeks, and what I can say is, out of experience, is that the battery life is great. But what I enjoy more is the supercharge feature from Huawei. Huawei claims 0 to 70% charge in 30 minutes. What I can say is, in just over an hour, from 0 to 100%, you can get this phone fully charged. A day to a day and a half of very busy usage. A number of users and reviewers constantly make a jab at Huawei's EMUI. What I can tell you is that each brand offers a user interface to differentiate itself from one another. So Samsung makes use, or previously made use of TouchWiz, now they make use of One UI. LG makes use of LG UX. Xiaomi makes use of MyUI, and Huawei makes use of EMUI. Previously, EMUI was very similar to what iPhone interface looks like. They've moved a lot more towards an Android interface looks like, giving you a much more integration to Google than what it was previously. Personally, myself, I prefer a more stock Android feel. So what I do is I download a different launcher on the Play Store, set it up and customize it to the way that I feel. Right now I'm making use of a launcher called Nova Launcher, and that of course just gives me a much more stock Android feel. Also touching on EMUI, the one thing and the one up for Huawei at the moment is that over the last couple of years they've shown a lot of investment in their older phones that they had. So therefore for the next at least 2 years you should get software and security updates for this device, as seen with the Mate 20 Pro, which has released in 2017 already. And software boils down to personal preference at the end of the day. But what I can say is that Huawei has really upped its game in trying to offer you better integration with Google. The phone itself in day-to-day use is very snappy, and being rated as one of the best phone cameras on the market right now, I must say that the camera arrangement offers a lot of versatility. Huawei's really pushed the boundaries on smartphone photography after the initial release of the P20 Pro. That phone of course claimed one of the best phone cameras for last year. To add to what the P20 Pro could do, the Huawei P30 Pro, it offers a wide angle lens, a primary 40 megapixel lens, a telephoto or zoom lens, and then of course a time of flight lens, which the main purpose of is autofocus and distance detection. In short, it's a phone with more than enough camera options. I'm not going to go into my salesman voice, pitch you some pros and cons, highlight some benefits, and tell you why the features of this phone outweigh something else. I want you to decide for yourself. So I'm putting a few images together that you can take a look at to compare, and tell me what you think in the comment section below. I can proudly say that after the release of the P20 series, Huawei has really upped its game in the video department. This is of course the front-facing camera, the 32 megapixel camera. The video quality of both the front and the rear is very usable. Now, the P30 Pro, unlike its rivals, doesn't offer 4K in 60 frames per second. I must say that the quality has been upped tremendously. And as you can see, you are able to use it on a daily basis. Now, out of my personal experience, what I can say is that Huawei does however leave skin tones looking a little bit more pinkish. As technology has progressed through the years, phone manufacturers are trying to push the boundaries on screen size, on battery capacity, on the speed of phones, and just overall to give you a better overall feel. Huawei has really managed to put a really complete package together in the Huawei P30 Pro. And in my opinion, it makes them worthy of their top 3 place, which they currently hold in the smartphone market. I then asked myself this question: why are certain phone manufacturers able to make a device that offers more in certain areas at a much better price? Let me know what you think of the P30 Pro and your experience. Have you already used one? Are you considering moving over to the brand? And just comment below what your feeling is about the device. Also, if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up, post a comment, share my video. If you want to get a little bit more, please subscribe. Until next time, take care.